Hi, if this is your first time watching, welcome. My name is Shantae and I share tips on digital marketing and ways to grow businesses and bottom lines online. Digital marketing, the strategy and process that connects advertisers with their audiences across digital channels. And did you know that digital marketing generates on average 3 times as many sales as traditional advertising, but costs 62% less? That's a huge difference, and one reason why understanding the online architecture is a great equalizer in terms of business. However, understanding the cornerstone of digital marketing, otherwise known as SEO, search engine optimization, can be a little overwhelming. With everything from on-page to keywords and keyword rankings to off-page factors, it's hard to know what actions will provide a genuine return on your investment of time and money. Today, we're going to examine 5 metrics to focus on and why in your SEO game plan. If you like any of these, be sure to give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I post videos every Thursday. Let's get to it. Number 1, micro versus macro. Let's first talk about micrometrics and macrometrics in SEO. Macrometrics are the things like traffic, revenue, and conversions, the big metrics you're ultimately after. Micrometrics are things like keywords, off-page, and content-specific metrics. And what we know to be absolutely true is that micrometrics move macrometrics. So make sure to track and set a plan to influence the micrometrics first and foremost, as those will ultimately gain you macro results. Let's deconstruct those metrics a bit more. Number 2, organic keyword rankings. Google is run by one language that we all use, keywords. If you've been through our advanced keyword research webinar with Paxton Gray, then you know how to find the keywords that are not only the best in terms of search volume for your site, but benefit, as in the engagement, which leads to conversions and revenue. Once you understand what keywords you want to rank for and set about doing the work to rank for those, you'll want to ensure that you're properly tracking and measuring those keyword rankings for your site. Ahrefs will pull your top organic keywords and report on everything from your current position to volume, traffic, and what pages are ranking for each keyword. If a keyword isn't moving after a few months of effort, it may be wise to shift to another keyword set. So, half the battle is knowing the best keywords from the start, and then knowing when to shift to a new set of keywords if certain keywords are moving or they shoot to position 1 and only need a little bit of effort to maintain. Number 3, featured snippets, otherwise known as Ring 0 or the answer box. Most people are familiar with them, but most people don't know that you can orchestrate your content to populate that answer box because it's all part of the Google algorithm. We talk all about how to do this in our Rank 0, Beating Your Competition with Featured Snippets webinar. But the short of it is this. Once you're ranking on the first page, you have the opportunity to dominate that space before Rank 1 while you're continuing efforts to move up in the search engine result page. So make sure to monitor and manage all your keywords and make note of when they move from page 2 to spot number 10 on page 1. That's when you can fast track to the top. Number 4, off-page metrics. Let's move into off-page metrics, or what we largely know as backlinks or links pointing to your site. This is one major way Google evaluates your site and assigns you authority. Think of every backlink as an upvote by a third party. However, Google wants to ensure no one is gaming the system. So you want to measure certain metrics to ensure you don't look like you're doing anything remotely spammy, even on accident, but instead deserve all the credit and authority Google wants to send your way. For this, make sure to track not only the number of backlinks you have to your website, but the number of referring domains giving you links to your site. If you have 1,000 backlinks to your site and only 1 referring domain, that looks spammy and doesn't help your case online. Number 5, content metrics. There's a lot of metrics to consider when it comes to the content you produce, but the top metric to move the needle on those macro metrics, specifically conversions and revenue, is your website's top 5 pages. These are your biggest points of entry to your site and biggest opportunities in terms of moving users down the sales funnel. Examine your top 5 pages and ensure 1, they're the right pages to rank for your keywords. Then the content. Is it on point? As in, does it compel action? Is there a call to action? It doesn't have to be buy now, but maybe read this next or opt in now. Whatever is the most natural next step in the buyer's journey. That's what you want to serve up within the content on your top pages. That's it. 5 SEO metrics that you need to worry about. For more on this specific topic and tools mentioned, be sure to catch our webinar, SEO Metrics That Matter, with Enterprise Campaign Manager PJ Howland. I'll leave a link to that replay, full deck, and show notes in the description box below. Until next time.